Good morning, it's Ludwig, the Prince of Bavaria. Some people call me Mad Prince Ludwig, mad. Well, I was actually the king, no one say. Anywho, I just got to comment a little bit about my kooky old friend. I not tell you the name, but he be like lounge lizard singer in Las Vegas. No one say lost wages. But anyway, he used to actually be like, I no say that we had a fling, but we had a fling one time anyway, and I like kind of admire society. He admire me, and I admire him. And we don't really keep in touch, but I just sent him like a little bit of hashtag poetry. It means, I put hashtag and then funny words together. And I no say it not be dirty pornography or anything. It's just words. It was just general purpose words. And for some reason, once again, someone blocked me on the Facebook Messenger. I know say the other time it was some other girl from Minnesota who know say kinda like choking down a lot of chili dogs and got long time history of dealing with issues of big time too much fat on your body. I mean, metaphysically, you got emotional issues you got to deal with. Okay, anyway, I won't tell you the time. It was just a silly little meme from the internet about, I know, say about how gay guy get off, but that's how it be, and it's so funny, make people laugh, and instead of laugh, they just blow up their head. It's like they block you, they can't handle a bit of laughter. I tell you, you look into it, and it be, well, it'd be called fascism. There was a German guy who did a lot of analyzing of what caused the Nazism in ancient Germany, etc., etc. And this guy, he said that fascism come about because you can't have a big Oh! Okay, maybe you get the message. Anyway, so I call it celebrity blow-ups. It's like when you blow up someone's ego, and my other friend Sananda calls it Igor, Igor the ego. And that's the only way I can explain it when people say, please stop. When you're in the middle of doing pretty poetry, just some words and they can't handle you. And it's not even like I'm talking in your ear, it's just written on your page, on your damn whatchamacallit machine, the one I'm talking into right now. I mean, you could put the damn phone down if you can't handle looking at my silly poetry. I cannot understand what is wrong with you, you silly fat goose. But clearly I celebrity blow you up and maybe you're going to come. Well, the metaphysical writer, he be Englishman, sometime live in Australia. Anyway, his name is Stewie Wild, and he used to talk about the journey of the fool. Now I could get in very long conversation, so sit down, maybe get yourself a sippy cup and fill it up with some lemon juice and a little bit of cold water. I know I could do it, but I kind of like the sunshine. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, let's go back. There's Jacques Derrida. He'll be a Frenchman, and he talk about the deconstruction. Deconstruction time again. And there was construction time again by that other band of the 80s. I get so diverse topics. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Anyway, you talk about the fool, and that was what tarot card be all about. It's about person that we call the fool and their pilgrimage through the metaphysical reality archetypes that appear for you to visit. And the one that comes to mind is the tarot card called the Tower. And the tower, according to Stewie Wild, it is about the electricity of the ego. The electricity of the ego. And that just means, the ego likes a lot of juice. You got to run a lot of power, wattage through the ego to keep the ego inflated with its huge identity. I am a big fat person and I got so much big importance in the world. You better pay attention to me and give me your attention. So that is the most curious thing about the electricity of the ego is when you go and supercharge it with, I don't say hashtag poetry is super lots of energy. It's just cute. But I supercharge you. Maybe it's because the vibe that come along with someone, say enlightened beingness, but it's cosmic energy that coming in and it shake you loose. It shake loose your ego. And the electricity of the ego eventually burn out all the circuits and then the supercharge come in. And in the old days it we call blown fuse. And, circuit breakers go like, oh, we got to stop it. Otherwise, you're going to have major damages. And, it just be like, back to the idea of the tower card in the tarot. It's like, eventually, it's like the Leaning Tower, Pisa, and that be like, well, it leaning over so much the electricity of this ego in the tower, and the tower just fall down, go boom. And if you'll be at the top of my pingies there, and this is the representing of the tower, and you're at the top of the pingies or the top of the tower, like that silly wizard in Lord of the Rings, that, I think, was it Isengard? Anyway, that wizard, he got electricity of the ego, and then he start chopping down the forest, and the forest ants, they be the spirits of the forest, they get very angry, and they come and they take him out. So anyway, your electricity of the ego builds this huge tower of power, and then eventually Leaning Tower of Pisa comes along because you're so high and tippy, tippy, tippy. And then just something comes along like a puff of wind and it knocks your tower down. And then, if you're the fool person with a huge ego at the top of the tower and the tower falls down, well, then now you're the fool on the grass. And that'd be a good thing, because you got out of your goddamn ego and you got out of your prison in the top of the tower. So it'd be a good thing. Anyway, I got so many things I can talk to you, and this be already a really very long time talking to you. But I also want to bring one last point up. Long time ago, when I used to work in Whistler for the hotel management company, I used to be like the minor person, administrator of the housekeeping department. And there'd be lots of ladies there, and I know say they come from Punjab, India, and they be so cute, they're good-natured people. They have very little ego, if any ego at all. Just so lovely. But sometimes they come up to me, and back in those days I'd be known as Bob, the housekeeping guy, and they say, well, you assigned me this window to clean, and I tell you, I cannot figure out how come there be say, well, it's terrible diarrhea all over the goddamn walls, up and down, everywhere. It's like somebody brought in a shit demon and it blowed up all over the goddamn house. And they say, I got to wear the mask, and I got to wear the rubber gloves, and I got to wear the skin suit over top of my suit, because I don't want anything on there. I got to have industrial strength chemical to clean the damn wall, because nobody can understand why these people come to hotel rooms and trash the place. Anyway, so these girls from the Punjab, they don't speak a lot of English. Some of them not much at all. Like one girl, I'm going to tell you her name. She's I don't know, she's 800 years old and she's still working. She got a gray-haired lady and maybe little glasses. And, her name is Surjit Dhaliwal. It's such a cute name. It just rolls off your tongue. Surjit Dhaliwal. And Surjit looked up to me, and she don't speak no English at all. She always use other girls to translate into English for me. But, you and I, when I say Surjit, I'm talking about you and I, Surjit and I, it's like we got a connection, We don't have to speak English, and we can just look at each other in the face and smile, and we know what's going on, almost like telepathy. But she got this one phrase that all the girls in the housekeeping department, and don't mind me calling them girls, it's just something that, the women, but then, that the girls, it's like when you get a bunch of guys together, it's the boys. But when the girls are all together and they get a room with a shit demon blow up all over the place, and then the walls are covered with shit, and they got to clean it up, and they got only so much time, and they got all these rooms to clean, and it's called the room assignment. And they come to me, the administrator, and they go, Bob, it's too much dirty room. I cannot handle it. I cannot do all my work because it's going to take me 3 days to clean one room. Oh, and then we used to sometimes say, well, we go at front desk and we assign extra housekeeping charges. And I don't think we do it too many times, but it's a good idea. I mean, you should charge back when people destroy the room. Anyway, too much dirty, and I got to tell you one last time, if you be like electricity of the ego, and someone like just a little bit of like a breath go knock over your electric tower, well, hello, welcome to the new world where I don't know, no one call it anything other than I be the pickup person and I kiss you. Good night. See you later. I be Ludwig, Prince of Bavaria. No one say Bavarian Illuminati, but Illuminati. Ha ha ha. See you later.